Shalom, Shalom, Yasharallah. It's your brother Gadal. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakakudash. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach me the 100% truth. And in this video, we're going to be talking about giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. Alright? Because in its truth, that's what you have to do. Because if you're being a slothful servant / lukewarm, the Lord knows. And the Lord knows if you're doing your best. So if you're not giving it your all, it's going to show in that day. So I'm going to just go ahead and get 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall." Let's get the word. We're going to get the meaning of diligence. All right. All right. So it's in the Greek, spoudazo. And it says to hasten, make haste, to exert oneself. And devour, give diligence. All right. So if you're giving diligence, you're making haste. Making haste to do what? Dang it. Making haste to make your calling. Because, all that we are in right now, we are just called. Nobody's chosen yet. We ain't going to know who's chosen until you get onto them chariots. So right now we're called. So if you're giving diligence, making haste to, do what you got to do in this ministry, you shall never fall. I'm going to get Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." All right. And you can really see that now. Many people have been called in this truth, but there's a lot of them that fell out of the truth. All right. A lot of them that went back into the world, man. It's a yappa that you didn't go back to the world, for you sincere brothers and sisters out there. But, it could very well still happen. All right. The Lord can easily take his spirit off of you if you ain't giving no diligence, if you ain't trying to do no better, if you just thinking that like, oh, I'm gonna just coast my way into the kingdom without any kind of suffering or nothing. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Being a watchman takes being a watchman, or really not even a watchman, just being in the truth in general. It's pretty hard. It's not easy to be in this truth. All right, so it takes strong people to be in this truth. Let me go ahead and get this. But I'm finna get Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, there shall he also reap." So whatever you sow is what you're gonna reap, man. All right, whatever you do. So if you've been giving the Lord half-ass, guess what you're gonna get? Half-ass from the Lord. In other words, you ain't gonna make it. Now, if you've been giving it your all, doing the best that you can do, posting your lessons, just doing what you need to do, then hey, man, the Lord got you. All right, and you have to believe that, because if you don't believe it, guess what? The Lord ain't gonna have you, because he gonna be like, man, this motherfucker don't believe in me, so I might as well not have him. But I'm going to go ahead and get the last scripture. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. And it says, "And behold, I come quickly. My reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be." So the Lord, he's coming back to reward you for your works. All right. What do your works say? Does your work say, like, I want to die? Do your work say, do I want to be saved? All right. Or does your work say, I don't really believe, etc. All right. So you have to make sure you're giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, because right now we are in a calling. Keep that in mind. We are in a calling, so we don't know if we're chosen yet. All right, there could be a brother that been in here for 5-10 years, all right, and he can still not make it. Because probably because one thing, he wasn't giving his 100%. Because your 100% might be different from another 100%. All right, your 100% is you being able to make a lesson every other day, for probably another newer brothers. But for the older brothers, they'll be able to make 2 or 3 lessons per day, maybe. Just giving an analogy. But everybody 100% is different. So if you're giving it your all, the Lord knows. All right. But that's the point of the lesson. Make sure you're giving diligence to make your calling sure. Because if you're not, hey, man, I don't know what else to say to you. All is lost for you, man. But Lord willing, y'all was edified. Call her La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Until next time I say, Shalom, Yasharala.